So before we come to Daudu, you anchor your point.
Yeah, okay. Like the Minister of Labour, what did that person see they do for this regime? Everywhere be kata for labour. They no fee settle ASU, they no fee settle Nigerian Labour Congress. They don't approve 70,000. Then even the right time say then they pay 70,000. But ask any federal civil servant, they never pay them the money. So which kind of lie you come to tell Nigerians? They're supposed to fire that one. Then talk of the big elephant in the room. The president will fire himself because petroleum ministry, maybe the minister, and it's the worst performing ministry. So I don't know whether the man will fire himself or so otherwise that petroleum ministry too, they're supposed to fire the person when
okay. Daudu. Yesterday, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu rejigged a cabinet. He removed some ministers, he reassigned some. Why he can also say make some go, come bring some fresh ones. So how you will assess what you do? You do well. What will be your own assessment of all those ministers and their portfolios?
Well, thank you. Now, when the minister were appointed, well, the president appointed the minister. They give them what they call performance indicators, indices, where they work with, from which they will report. This is the sectoral performance. The sectoral performance of those ministries. See how they take work, see where they don't reach. Now all those assessments, now the presidency they look to determine whether or not you still stay in line, or whether or not you don't be able to achieve at least reasonable percentage of that indicators. It is this assessment will determine whether or not you will remain or you not will remain. It is flowed from this assessment support submitted to the president, from which he was able to fish out some persons who they believe flowed from the report. See, they never do well. So they now need to ask them, make them step aside first. Since they appear not to be able to marry what the government say, make them do to the benefit of the people, make them come on. For instance, you see one of the minister, big minister for education. It appears that maybe he never feel reorganize the educational sector to the taste of the president or presidency. So they say me withdraw first.
Say me the right when would they say? I think there was one report recently, a Nigerian child we go school for. I think he entered university at the age of 15. Yes, he did everywhere now. I think I kept that report, age of 15.
Yes.
One Igbo, I think from Igbo extraction. At the age of 15, he entered university. Then they come bring law say our children will reach 18 first. So that of all the problems we happen for different educational sector, a professor.
Yes.
Who also go through the whole thing too. Now the only thing when we say he won't give us, now he can serve us.
So these indicators, now a president look where they reshuffle them. This reshuffle where he do so, we not say now only army go do. Maybe some people they see they give them, maybe they see whether or if you have anything. The president have the power to reshuffle the cabinet for the benefit of the people, so that the people where trusted the government on them will also see the benefit where they come from government. But I will little differ from Maoga on issue of petroleum ministry, headed by the president. You see, Nigeria economy was wrongly or erroneously built around petroleum. And anything that happens to petroleum affects the country, economy generally. So if you look at it now,
okay, but if not that one, okay, finish.
Yeah, when you look at it, a vast majority of the people who drive car before, they don't feel drive now because petrol price don't go. But it's not as a result of poor performance. It's not a result of poor performance. If you look at even from 2015, they tell us say Nigeria they sit on gunpowder, resulting from over-dependence on fuel or petrol. Then apart from over-dependence on petrol, a lot of money they say they put on there, they say it's subsidy. Who are you subsidizing it for? So all these are the issues that the president looked at before he said, okay, let's remove it and see what it will be. You know, it's like a house, maybe in a mud house. People, they stay there. People, you now consider this house, this mud house, now it's not a danger. We were danger people. So people say, leave van. I said, we will leave. The man said, no, I will put it down. I want to build a new structure there. The time the man pull it down, he will inconvenience so many people. People will say, they don't go see where they will say, why I never build another one for somewhere before he can't go build, he go destroy, which are the things don't put for ground. It's going to cost a lot of inconveniences. Without asking our question, the money you say, may you go take, first of all, build for somewhere, for where we derive it from. They just say, no, you're supposed to go build another one to house the people before you will come destroy this one and then will stay. But the man say, no, I hide on that somewhere first. If I build this thing, it will come be the best, maybe for the city. But people will not agree. So that is the reason why people are thinking that the petroleum minister, the president, even though he cannot sack himself, appears not to have performed well. But to me, it's not correct. The president and the ministry have done well. Okay. But we agree that there are challenges in respect to, say, they removed fuel subsidy. Because the only thing people they build on now, failure down now the fuel subsidy removal. If anybody say failure of any ministry now, they will try to say why they remove subsidy. Say they're supposed to be bearer like that. That is the problem.
Okay. Activists here.
The truth be say, I surprised say my brother they say not before this thing. If we say we could discuss subsidy, the whole of today we not go live here based on the facts when someone first get. But make I first remind my brother. Say in 2014 or so, I believe 2012, when Jonathan say one remove subsidy, it not be hitting again. As you talk, me na activists. We know what everybody do for UDUOTA. Now, Baba, when the president do, now they behind everything. 24 hours, every day, they fight, they demonize, they abuse, they curse Jonathan that they cannot remove fuel subsidy. He go there now. He never even set up think tank. They say fuel subsidy is gone. No, now. That is not the Bola Ahmed Tinubu that I used to know. You know? Because like he talk now, say, you know, because he remove them, people are angry. Say he never set up things. That is the truth. Before you do anything, there must be a plan. You go see, say, from what did they happen now, the government, they confused. The government, in the first instance, why are we even talking about subsidy? A country, when we get crude oil, they get 4 refineries. None they work. None they work. And most of them, then they import fuel from Malta. They don't deny them. Either related to people in government or people in government. Get refinery. They even want, then you also come build refinery. You want frustrator. Say no, you don't agree because you go import. Because you get interest to the import. Why the president and the team, the minister never fix the refinery? Every time they go tell us December not the always the end though. You know, now they don't give another date now. Whether now August, it don't even pass. August don't even pass. Say Port Harcourt go work. You know, the majority when I read the talk, we say, in this life, we talk and say, karma is a bitch. You say, person make it not remove subsidy. That is not the problem of Nigerians. But you come, the first thing pronouncement when you get from mouth, not to remove subsidy.
Daudu. Does it mean say that time when President Tinubu do that protest, it not be himself, I've been a dream idiot that time when they protest against Jonathan?
You see, there is what we call action, what you take for political gains. There are some steps, some things where you will talk. They are merely political. Not be say,
I remember something. With all due respect, one of our brothers for this state, would be the former secretary to the state government, will be the House of Rep.
Okay.
No. With the House of Rep now.
Okay,
no, one is yes.
Okay.
Palias. Now then deal with Governor Shomole that time when he first come, former Governor Shomole.
Yeah.
They say, what they call him? No, you get one slogan when he bring come that time. No, I remember the slogan. When they come start, one man, one vote. One man, one vote.
Yeah.
When they come to election finish, Black local government election. That's a ridiculous there. That time, now when I say what to wait to go happen, they say no, that statement they make in the heat of the moment. Now everybody so the statement is for political gain.
We must do political gain at the expense of Nigeria.
And again, you know, say person where you know where shoe. You know go the extent when
they pay.
But you feel it talk. If no me go where the issue I go do like that. Governance is not a tea party. It's not the way we view where we did here, not the way we view it.
So it's just to say two things that will take conclude this discussion. Number one, our brother, our papa for this station, Lucky Benedict, he talked one thing when he be governor. He said government be like game of football. When you do aside, you will speak what we need, beg it down. But when you don't enter inside,
you know say,
no, then the second one, I be one of our brother too. His name now Morris will go above here. Yeah. That guy, an activist like yourself, now local government chairman, now he be for Ovia Southwell before he comes. They call this program my senior colleague, my AGM program, so do cookies, now they always interview. He not get anything when they no talk about local government chairman. When he call enter, this same platform, now interview, he say, well, Edo people, make not forgive me for the moment that they insult all the local government chairmen. Just what I'm saying now. Anyway, so just join us. We always discuss every time on this program for Pidgin English. Yes, after all other program, this one now purely Pidgin. We'll deal with some eggheads. People won't say the head is good for book well. I don't introduce him, my brother Sonny Daudu, PhD. Now one person will say he don't read book for law well. And my brother Victor Agedo in our own activity, so we know. And one of our brother was SAD director. SAD director, now them, they write those 10 magazines of those days. Before in our activist, in our human rights crusader, in our everything. In fact, in our comrade, now what they call them. In a lawyer, at the same time, into journalist, in a publisher. Very senior journalist with that. He and them, one of our brother went to Apostle Suleiman, and then let's start this journalism work for us. So, Victor, before we just enter the other term, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, a rejig in government. How do you see that development?
Good evening, viewers. It is a tragedy. It is a tragedy.
What would be a tragedy?
It's something that sometimes you want to talk how it be.
Talk how it be now. Okay. Now we'll take them now. Use your mouth now in another 4 minutes. Assess these ministers. The one you assess, and the one you do, the one you do, not correct. When you say tragedy, now from which angle?
Okay. Let me just give you. Let me talk as it be.
Talk as it be. Now make me carry come here.
You see, driver dey steady. They drive motor. That motor they smoke. The engine not good. Flat tire day. And the driver, they remove, they change conductor. And you see that kind of movement. Now would they see so? Motor is not moving. It's not going anywhere. You are changing conductor. Where the smoke is killing the people, the passenger inside the motor. The motor is not even moving. And you are pursuing a conductor, say change conductor. That is how I can describe the situation we are facing with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because there is no single policy that Tinubu has put in place that will make Nigeria good or great.
Talk about the ministers.
Okay, fine. The ministers.
Again, when you walk when you like, again when you remove when you don't like, just in less than a minute. Just
all the one he has removed and the one when they bring so is the certain attempt in the settlement agenda to settle people when he like.
There is no one doing anything when you like. No one.
Me, if there is anything anyone have done when I go say, he do this one, I like him more. Me no see you. Because everything is going down. Life is deteriorating. We are in pain, we are in suffering. So if people were doing something good, it will be shown in one aspect. You say this one is it the humanitarian ministry that they are running, which I call a conduit pipe ministry?
But the SAC, bet I do. If to say you like corruption, if I leave that woman, because compared to President Buhari, compared to President Buhari, at least in a one thing, when we say me too, I go even stamp.
See,
listen now, we did this country. They keep for Benue. President Buhari said IG go Benue.
you know go.
He used plane fly for Benue, go back.
Yeah.
After some time, now President Buhari go Benue State. Now they say IG no come here. The next thing we hear from people be say the police bureau then they say they're not going to query IG. And true, they're not going to ban anything. I mean, so I give the man kudos. So the one will do well, you talk him. The one will not do well, most of people they suffer about all these contests rate them in less than a minute. Before we go to the other topic.
For me, I rate them 10 over 100.
Okay, Daudu. Recently, some governors can carry about 16 of them carry federal government go say EFCC Act, say they are unconstitutional, say me they change them. 2 days ago, few days ago or so, I think Anambra and about 3 states.
3 states.
Aboyi. And I think Adamawa or something.
Adamawa, yes. Adamawa.
They can't remove body. How you take access that?
Oh, she can't go join now.
Or she don't go join?
Yes.
They don't be 19 again.
Well, let me look at it from now 2 issues they raise. One, they say the 16 states now for this purpose say start now Kogi now starter. Kogi state government now starter. He say it's unconstitutional. The EFCC say it's unconstitutional. They premise that unconstitutionality on 2 grounds. They say one, say the states do not have concurrence. That is, the state no support. The state were not carried along. They no tell the state at the time where Obasanjo established the EFCC by an act of the National Assembly.
Say no tell them.
And no tell them. So state no support. To tell the majority required from state according to them, no support. And as such, that bill, which they say flows from an international convention, state no support, so it's illegal. That is one. The second aspect of their argument is that EFCC no get right to the query money where the state own. EFCC no get right to they say this money where be maybe Kogi State money now or Deal State money, they no get right to the query them on it, whether you use and where or no use and where, because the state they independent. Those are the 2 issues that they raise, in which they are now saying that they should read that act nugatory, say no follow law. But I think the state where they start, they no look and where. They do not look at the provisions of section 50 sub 5. They also no look at the chapter 2 of the Constitution holistically. They also do not look at other relevant law, maybe the Criminal Code Act. They don't look at the issue of corruption as enacted earlier. That is why they raise this issue. Now, let me now go back to the issue of money. They also take a narrow perception because they think say money will be state, now just states, so federal government no get power. Forgetting that one of the source where government take the get money is from statutory allocation from federal government. So the money is actually not their own. It's a money entrusted to them by the federal government to develop their area. So it's not their money, because you have to trace the root of the money. The root of the money is from federal government. Now give it to state. The state are holding it in trust for the federal government to develop their own state. The reason is that Nigeria is a federal state. Federal government no go fit dey do everything. That's why sometimes when people they say they do everything, they say federal government. They know they look the organogram of government, how the federal state they be. There are some certain things where we say now your state not supposed to do. There are some certain things where we say that local government go do.
And they also do not also look at the fact that, because the narrow perception where they look at, they don't even look at the issue of money. It's in the exclusive list. They don't look at like that. When you talk about money, it's not even the printing now. Money in itself is in the exclusive list. So if the federal government fed that their money, where they give you, may you take develop with the eater, then they come say, you say, yes, may they look how you take it and show your book. You say because they ask you, may you show your book. Made the scrapper. It therefore means, with due respect, that most of the states, they serve themselves and not the people. What is your business with say somebody where they get say?
When you say serve themselves, see break them down.
Okay.
Make people where understand them.
Waiting.
Here for me say some of the states.
Some of the states.
When you say serve themselves, talk.
Waiting that they do, we say how they go make money for themselves. They believe in that position where they enter now to better their life and the life of their family. So even though government bring money, federal government bring money, or they also generate money from citizens of the country, merely digits of states. They are citizens of this country. The money they still collect from those people from internally generated money, they want to say, may they use them the way where they like, may nobody ask them. Now the question we are asking, EFCC now be the problem of you. They are telling you, say, they give you money, use and work for the people. The EFCC not be there, they get it with it. They are not telling you, say, the money where they give you, may you spend. How you take spend that. If you open your books, you show how they take, see the money where it come, see how we use them. It's another get revenue, see how it come, see how we use them. EFCC, even though they have petition against you, a mere petition say they complain against you as a state governor or anything, is not a conclusive proof say EFCC go carry you. Now allegation, they look at your book, you look at, they go tell you say you go, now invitation. But if they see say you chop money where you supposed to take do road, do school, do health center, do hospital, they go look and say no. Maybe do small cottage industry, small industry for your people where they go feed the work. You know do one. Government, the EFCC go ask you question, where the money dey? That is one aspect. The second aspect, when I want to talk, if opportunity dey, when I go even argue the case, I go say the state government also lack the local standing to even institute it. Because when they say a state needs concurrence, assuming that is the position, it's not the state government, the House of Assembly. The three organs where they government, executive, legislature, and judiciary, they get their own distinct function. So even though we are talking about the issue of making law to which the State House Assembly is supposed to give concurrent, give support, it's not the governor, nor that to the Attorney General. If it is 36 state speakers of the State House Assembly have even filed the action now, say the governor or the president, you know, carry them along, that I can even look at it assuming now so it's supposed to be. So even the action, if I want to or I want to put my mouth, the state government lacks the local standing. Because the person who is to treat them now state attorney generals and the speakers of the House of Assembly are not joined as necessary parties. And as such, the state government acting under the executive arm, because there are three arms, acting under the umbrella of the executive arm, do not get the power, and not get right to even question the establishment of the EFCC Act.
Okay, Osadeto, what will be your own?
My brother don't hit the nail on the head, and he drove it very hard. The truth is, shame they catch me on behalf of all these governors, you know, because apart from long truth, most of the natives, let us be very honest. I'm sorry to use that word if you find it offensive on air, but they are all crooks, you know. If with everything all the challenges when we get of development, infrastructural deficit and everything, now say EFCC day, that be your problem. And you see, they say when a witch cry yesterday night, small pikin died today, it's not that difficult now. Where that suit come from? Kogi, Yaya Bello is under the radar, who they had like a small rat for inside hole everywhere because they run for EFCC. Don't be starter. See the people when Jonah, even your own Maton when you want to go, so you don't say go visit EFCC. I don't say they join them. Now people will get something to hide. Now they say EFCC is unconstitutional. And my brother don't explain everything. That good as lawyer, maybe they can't give our concrete opinion on the matter when they sub judice, because Supreme Court don't reserve judgment, in that matter. But he analyzed everything well. To the extent when we say we know what will happen that day. Even if, let's just for the purpose of argument, say the thing was not passed well. Like him talk. Now governor. So it means say those are of people want to get throughout these years. Then the useless people want to send go there. They don't feel challenge them. Now you want to challenge them because don't chop money now. They say make you vomit them. They say you want to go hide on that law. Look, it be like what people they already talk sometimes. When you talk this battle about terrorism, when you go carry terrorists, one jail lamb, they say, oh, you observe his human rights. You think the best even as lawyer. Which human rights you want to give person to take rights from other people? Me, I'm one of the advocates against, I dey support death penalty. But the only thing when I dey insist on, say, validly conduct, investigation and ensure that person really dey guilty. If you take person life, your life should be taken. So for me, the governors, they're now inside darkness, they're a group for inside darkness. Now because they're the thief, that's why they do one.
Okay, yes, we hear that one. But of course, as you say, most of them are thieves. Like you already apologize. They go always believe, say, they call them thieves. So we will draw that one. Some of them, they be good people, they don't be thieves.
Not be all of them, not be all of them. No, not be all of them. Okay. So there are a lot of brilliant, committed governors.
Okay.
I have friends among them. So.
Okay, Victor.
This is a very unfortunate case. It's shameful. As my senior man don't talk. You see that section they are using, section 12, sub 3 of the Constitution, that says House of Assembly, majority of House of Assembly in Nigeria need to approve the creation if that creation is from treaty. Yeah. But EFCC is not a creation of treaty. That is number one. EFCC is not a creation of treaty. Which treaty created for EFCC? Where treaty do they take it from? That is number one. And number two, if you look at that section 12, sub 1, and it make it very clear that the National Assembly have power to make any agency in Nigeria, which is the National Assembly that make this, that create this EFCC. Then they also forget, like the second point they are raising, second issue they are raising, that the Constitution say any money that Nigeria make, wherever that money go, National Assembly have power to send agency to check it, to say how that money spent, how they spend that money. And they are getting statutory allocation, and you don't want anybody to check you. Even EFCC can check the federal government, what federal government are doing with the money. And this is what they don't know. I call it political rascality. No, we spoil everything. So, for me, as I tell Luca, I think they are working in ignorance. Many of them, they are working in ignorance.
If you will ask now, which people money they take care of that matter go cut?
Now the state government money, they are just wasting it. They are wasting the money. The money they use in paying for the litigation is still wasted money because this is exercise in futility.
Okay, before we come out, because they don't say they want to 12 now, 12 now, so be book over. So I won't give them 1 minute. You will take 2. You will take 1. You will take 2. Tell us something about security vote.
Well, that is derived from section 14 of the Constitution.
Section 14.
Say the security and welfare of the state is in the hands of the government. So they give security people to governors. That is where they derive say and then the chief security officer of that state. Now what did they say me they take this money to? One, to support the security architecture where they the state. Maybe commissioner, police, or those one military people where they protect so that when they feed give them gadgets, maybe mobility motor, maybe bicycle, maybe machine, where they will take the ensure say they patrol the area. That be security vote.
But what we have seen, this security vote, governors, they take them because they say they know they account for.
Who do that loss? Who put up to me they know they account for security vote? Thank God say, make me Karuna. Who put up?
Yes, you see,
who put up our law?
You see, the security vote is part of what I will loosely call maybe allowance for a subhead for governor. See, this area, they use this money to ensure, say, to maintain this area.
You will help us because we'll discuss this matter in another program. Okay. And I go like, even if my brothers are director no go dey, but we'll call them for zone.
Okay.
Because we also want to know how they do it for other places. You know why? We don't feel live in a country or society where we say as huge as a river state now their security now 1 billion.
Our own 850 million.
That's what carry 1 billion naira. You see, you can't write one law. Say they no go fit check am. Say make a carry am. We want ask whether now so Bill Gates, is it Bill Gates? What do you name? Biden, all those Biden, all those ones. Now so did they do am? Now so Paul Kagame they do am. I want me to just drop small with
yeah, you know, like in talk section 14(2)(b, he said the security and welfare of the people is the primary purpose of government. You see, the security when we say maybe they won't come they do, not being that they do now, that they use the money for. Now mostly then they use them for emotional security, spiritual security. You know what I mean? All kinds of security. Look, Babalawo security, you know, girlfriend security, you know, because they not go, you know, nobody could come say, let me check. Let me make a confession on air. I had, as a journalist then, I interviewed one governor. You know, I asked him, say, you they talk against corruption, you're not corrupt. Because you have to ask the inconvenient questions, you know. You don't say no. You don't say make I put off my mind, my recorder. You don't say the truth be say, Nigerian governors, some of them, most of them when they steal, say they wicked. He said because with your security vote alone, you don't need to steal anything. Say, if they get like 250 million, don't tell them the first set of going, you know, as security vote, say, every month, you go carry 100 million, go keep somewhere. You know, say, that one don't do one. Say, so why you want steal again? You understand? So, that thing not just enjoyment galore. As you said, we will come talk about this thing. We need to revisit that issue of say, you cannot audit security vote.
Peter.
Well, for me, in our law, there is nothing like security vote. In all the law in Nigeria, security vote. The section my brother quoted, the primary purpose of government is the security of and welfare of the citizen. Does not translate to money. Does not translate to money. There is no law that permits a governor to take 1 naira, say this money is for security vote. There is no such law in Nigeria. I stand to be corrected. There is no such law. And secondly, they have brought it to our lexicon, our way of speaking, and we have accepted it. Are you getting what I'm saying? And everybody is looking at it like that. It's a pure stealing. Pure stealing. There is no law in Nigeria that permits anybody to take money and call it security vote. Because, hold on, I'm coming. Because in Nigeria law, governor cannot spend money except it's approved by the House of Assembly. And this security, so-called security vote, is never subjected to the taxation of the national, of the state assembly.
No. Let me put up. Wait, are they coming? Wait, no. See. Okay. See, if not now,
all legislative oversight.
Yes. Let me tell you. I deal with Barrister Henry Diallo on this platform a time ago. Now you see me can open. I carry constitution come. I carry the as at that time Edo State. I carry Edo State constitution come here. Edo State budget. It is inside. Okay. They call and state security.
They budget.
They appropriate.
Now, if they appropriate it, did they interrogate the spending legislatively? Oversight. So you see, it's a collaboration. It's a collaboration. And this is what creates this kind of monster we have in government. Because they have looted so much, they become a demigod. So until we tell ourselves the truth and say, look, enough is enough, let's do the right thing and do the needful, that our society needs to grow, our society needs to develop. If we do not do that, I'm sorry, where we are heading to.
So you say security vote for National Assembly member. Now be
constituency project.
Constituency project. Now be the security vote with that too. So Obasanjo take and settle in that time. Maybe they not put that on you. Because okay, I'll give them a constitution project. That's not their own security vote.
If
everybody gets security vote, I'm not trying to support
governor,
all my brothers.
if you take 1 billion, then how much president go cost?
Yes. Now, so all of them get security vote.
And growing up as a journalist in this field, I can't ignorantly ask one commissioner all this time, why the thing be like that? He said, no, man, I'm not talking again. No. That even law talk say, may they not question that money.
There's no
that
such
the law will improve the security vote.
There is no such a law.
May they not question that.
No.
No such a law. Not tell you the law where
See, as I talk, I admitted that not be saying a law. It's personal allowance.
Personal allowance.
So,
all right.
Now allowance for security. Say this money, see what you will take and do. You need to say that every take and they do it because security not be only to maybe give money as I talk. Security also ensures that maybe for instance now, area where we say it is dark, you will put light there. Road where we say it bush, you will people where they will employ, they will clear up. When I young, when I small, road, major road, they will declare. So kidnapper no will feel hide for anywhere. Security vote also means say such places where busy maybe pothole day, where busy motor will feel slow down, you patch them. Okay. Say you go construct them because you, if I say construct and someone will say now federal government road. Not be federal government road. You go patch that place because if you pass there, before you reach there, you will slow down. Then people will come on and catch you like saying a power will be.
Gentlemen, I thank you and well on to join us. Our brother was director all the way from Lagos.
Thank you.
He come here, come and tell this program and say some of the soil I talk, na human rights activist and at the same time na lawyer and a journalist. You know, those people won't say put na jacob for head and then I dey read about us as director when I did secondary school, when I dey read 10 magazine because I dey fan of 10 magazine that time. Today I do want to work with them for stage. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
My brother Victor, I greet you, and Dr. Daudu, I greet you. Like I talk, I go invite you again, even if you dey Lagos, make all of us go our research work. I will take get this kind of law. Say somebody go carry 1 billion naira from our money. They say our law to say they not go account for it. And so we'll just look at that. We'll not go continue like that. My both of us, I salute everybody when we say they watch this program this evening. On Thursday, we'll be here again with another kind of topic we'll discuss. Until then, make sure stay blessed. God bless Nigeria.